Hi there. Organization administrators can now integrate their identity provider with Jamf Account for easy SSO access. Once configured, organizations can use this authentication method across all supported Jamf applications. Let's go through a quick overview of how to integrate PingOne and Jamf Account. After signing into the PingOne console, click Connections in the left sidebar, then click Applications. In the main window, click the plus button to the right of Applications. Since we're connecting this to Jamf Account, we should name the app accordingly. I'm setting the application name to Jamf Account. Under Application Type, select OIDC Web App, then click Save. Before we can integrate with Jamf Account, we first have a few settings to configure. On the right, we can see details for our newly created Jamf Account application. Click the Configuration tab and copy the issuer URL, the client ID, and the client secret. Store them in a secure area. These values will be used later when we configure Jamf Account. Next, click the pencil button in the top right corner. Here, we need to configure the redirect URIs. This URI varies based on region, so be sure to use the URI that matches your region. Set Token Endpoint Authentication method to Client Secret Post. The sign-off URL is the same for all regions, so in the sign-off URLs field, enter https://account.jamf.com/logout. Click Save. Next, click the Resources tab, then click the pencil button to edit. We need to add a few items to the included scopes: address, email, phone, and profile. Select the checkbox to the right of each of these items, then click Save. Finally, with the application created and configured, the last step in the PingOne console is to assign users access to our new application. Click the Access tab, then click the pencil button to edit. Select the group or groups that you'd like to assign this application to. For this example, I'm selecting my sample group. When you're happy with your selections, click Save. With the application created and a group assigned, let's go to Jamf Account. Click Organization on the left, then click SSO. Before we can create a new connection between PingOne and Jamf Account, Jamf needs to verify that the PingOne domain we want to use is actually owned by our organization. To verify this information, click Domains, and then click Add a Domain. Enter the name of your PingOne domain. After clicking Save, a confirmation message is displayed and a unique DNS record is generated. This DNS text record needs to be added to the domain registrar. Each domain registrar is slightly different, so be sure to follow the steps for your specific setup and reach out to your network administrator if you have any questions. Depending on your registrar, this record could take a few minutes to a few hours to be propagated. Once the text record has been added, click Verify to attempt to verify the domain. Because this is only an example, I'm clicking Sandbox Verify so I can continue with the SSO demonstration, but be sure that your domain is verified before moving on. Once verified, go back to SSO on the left side. Click New Connection. Give the connection a name. For clarity, I'm entering PingOne. Next, populate the required details from the PingOne OIDC application. This includes the issuer URL, client ID, and client secret. Under Associated Domains, select the Assign checkbox for the PingOne domain. Finally, under Applications, ensure the checkbox next to Jamf Account is selected. Click Save, and Jamf will save the IDP configuration and verify all of the contacts on the account. With everything successfully configured, users now have the option to sign into Jamf Account with their Ping identity credentials instead of their Jamf ID. If your users are anything like me, they'll appreciate having one fewer password to remember. Please remember that authentication is not authorization. Enabling SSO in Jamf Account does not control roles or privileges for each user, so be sure to also configure permissions in the supported Jamf applications. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out to Jamf support. Thanks for watching.